Hey, Coach, so glad you found us. Couple things. First of all, subscribe. Please go over and do that. That will keep you updated with everything that we're doing. Second thing is go over and check out teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. If you want to put hardware in your basement, if you want to win more games, let me help you do that. I will give you my personal email address. We'll do one-on-one calls. We'll do office hours, less than $1 a day, 14-day free trial. Go over and check it out. Let's head off to the video.
One. Welcome to Coaching Youth Hoops.
How you doing, Coach?
I'm great. In my
Good.
new
Cleaned
clean,
backdrop.
dusted
Yep.
office.
Disney filled backdrop.
I know I haven't done a podcast and done stuff in here in a while just because things were off the shelves, and I know you saw it did you see it earlier in the week, I think, and
Yeah, it was blank.
it was
Did a good
plenty.
job, Coach.
Thanks. Yeah.
That's what your summers are for.
Yeah. Something like that. I don't know. All right, so we have a great topic this week, but before we jump into that and the end of summer, because it's the end of summer, so when this
Yeah.
is going live, I'll be in
Back
my
at school.
classroom teaching
Mhm.
statistics. We'd like to give a big shout out to our sponsors.
Yes, coaches, go check out coachingyouthhoops.com for all of your practice planning needs. We provide practice plans for coaches in K through 8, offenses for all different kinds of coaches, whether you're coaching high school or grade school. We have that for you as well. Uh, so much information and content there. Stop hunting, stop Googling, stop using AI, and go to coachingyouthhoops.com. Got everything done. Print and go to practice. And
And yeah, that's what I was going to say.
sign up for our new tool coming out. It's going to save you plenty of time. It's going to give you insights that you don't currently have. It's going to provide players and parents a blueprint as well on what they need to be working on during the season, the off season. It's going to provide you a platform to evaluate your team and make crucial decisions. So go check that out. We're still sign up for it. We're going to release it in the fall. So coachingyouthhoops.com/AI.
That's a
One
good
more
tease.
time,
Yeah, one more time.
coachingyouthhoops.com/AI.
What's the slash that goes the other way? You have forward slash and you have backward slash,
Backslash, yeah.
backslash.
Yeah.
Okay. Just didn't know. There's two
Back.
slashes.
You're
Yeah.
going back, right? Backwards,
Back,
forwards,
forwards.
backwards. As I'm describing what it is.
One way or the
You can't
other.
see it. Yeah.
All right. So today we're going to talk about coaching etiquette.
Coaching etiquette,
I know.
yes.
Interesting topic.
Yeah,
And
how
yeah.
coaches should be acting. Mainly, we're talking about mainly in a game on the sidelines. Had a situation this weekend in a 10U tournament that, just gave me the idea of this topic. It's something that, I've gotten a lot better at over the years. And that at the end of the day, what it boiled down to is all those little eyes on you. And here you're preaching in practice to be respectful, to be a good teammate, and then you're yelling and screaming at the refs, or
Right.
you're yelling and screaming at the other coach or something, right? So, do as I say, not as I do. That's
Mm,
probably not a good way to go. But I
no.
have to, yeah, anyway, I got to tell you the story of how this came about.
Okay, so tell me the story and then
So
I'll tell you what I
10U,
think about it. Yeah.
okay, 10U game. And I coach 10U girls, very good. Shout out to my 10U team. They asked me the other day, Coach, do you ever talk about us on the podcast? And I'm like, yeah, yeah. Well, do you ever say our name? I'm like, I don't say your name, but big shout out to my girls. Uh,
Play some
so,
defense, girls. If you're listening, play defense.
well,
Coach will
oh my
like
gosh,
that. Yes.
this goes right into the story.
Okay.
So they actually play really good defense, and pound for pound, they are just tough and smothering. And along with that, sometimes is some fouls, right? Reach-in fouls or a little bit aggressive pushing with your body. I teach
Right.
them show the
Yeah.
rest of your hands, but they're using their hips and they're getting a little, getting a little carried away. Granted, you should get a foul for that, right? When it's,
Right.
but it's always that. Anyway, I won't go into what's a foul, what's not a foul in that particular case. Uh, we were up 10 on this particular team. We and again, like I said, we were playing stifling defense, and he didn't appreciate that. Assistant coach comes off the bench on the sidelines in the defensive stance.
Right.
Okay, kind of making the motion of shuffling left to right, is
Yeah.
literally on the sideline, looking at me directly on the other side, right? Looking at on the court, looking at me again, looking on the court, just kind of going back and forth for, I don't know, 30 seconds or so. And I'm like, are
Why?
you talking to my girls? Like, I hope you're not talking to my girls. Okay. And he's getting animated over there. And one of my girls, they were going for a rebound. The other girl got the rebound and she kind of just, grabbed it and fell on her.
Okay.
And uh, he went ballistic and saying, "You need to teach your girls how to play defense." And we're up 10, by the way. Um, and they shut him down in the second half. We don't know how to play defense. And and you got to shuffle and I'm
First
like,
of all, you don't
is this
shuffle. Like that's like, what are you talking about? Like, how often do you
right?
actually shuffle on a basketball
Right.
court? But anyway.
And that's Bush League. You guys are just pushing us. And I'm like, and I looked at him and I'm finally like, do you think she honestly thought in her head at 10U girl, I'm I'm gonna push her to the ground. That
Right.
this is what I'm gonna go after this rebound, but not really. I'm gonna push her to the ground. And I said, coach your own team, right? That's all I
Hmm.
said. And I was very calm. As I've known over the years, right? Doesn't pay
Hmm.
to get and again, I'm trying to uh
De-escalate.
de-escalate and show my girls that okay,
Right.
stuff comes up, but you can, be calm in the situation. So the head coach starts going on me. And I'm like, what? Like, what do you guys
That was the assistant that was yelling at
That
you?
was the assistant who started, and then the head coach started yelling at me about playing defense. And I, guys, coach your own team,
Right.
right? And then the head coach, kind of gathered himself and calmed the other assistant coach down. And after the game, he shook my hand. The head coach did, and the assistant coach got in my face, saying, "You need to teach your girls how to play defense." I wasn't talking to them. I was really just talking to you. And you need to, you got to be a better coach and teach these kids how to play defense. And I'm like, nothing, just walked away,
Good
just
for
shook his
you. You
hand and
didn't you
walked
didn't you
away. And
didn't point at the you didn't point at the scoreboard and say scoreboard.
I didn't. No, was it in my head? Yes, of course. Right. But I'm like, okay, 10U game. Here you're acting up. You're showing your
What is
girls
that, third grade? 10U?
fourth.
Fourth grade. Okay.
Yeah. Going into fifth. You're just setting the wrong example. Right.
Right.
So in that situation, one, I get going back to etiquette, don't tell another coach how to coach his team. Just
Well,
especially during a
yes.
game,
Yes.
right? Yeah. Don't yell at the refs. Have conversations with them. Don't yell at your parents. Don't yell at your kids.
And we've all gotten
Of course.
we've all gotten revved up in a game, yelled at the other coach, blah blah blah. But going back to the original question about coaching etiquette is like you
Mhm.
said, there's lots of eyes. We're teachers first, we're coaches first.
Yeah,
And it's like, yeah, you can't expect your team to stay calm if you're not calm. That's what
that's
I've
right.
learned over the years is like, if
Mhm.
I get riled, then they're going to get riled.
Yeah,
And
that's right.
usually that doesn't help. That's
Yeah.
kind of my rule of thumb is like, I always, and trust me, I'm as animated as anybody, but yeah, you got to calm or just, yeah, you're and sometimes I want to be riled. I want to get going, not necessarily with the other coach, but
Right.
because I need them to get riled because maybe they're a
Yeah.
little flat or something like that. Um, but yes, I don't think there's any place for talking to other coaches. I don't, yeah.
Or the scoreboard, or the, guys doing the table or the book,
Book,
right? Just,
right.
yeah, just any other, like, well, I have another story too, same day. So this is
No.
another same day. I was like, what is good? What is it, a full moon? So second game, uh, then this didn't happen between a coach. It happened with one of the parents after the game on the other team, and we're beating this team pretty well. And I'm doing, telling the girls, of course, don't press, don't play defense above the volleyball line, pass it 5 or 6 times before try to score. All the right things to do to I don't want the other team to, one, have fun, two, not quit basketball, right? Because they got their butts kicked. So we foul a girl, or I'm sorry, we don't foul a girl. We A girl trips pretty hard. She falls on the ground. They stop the game, as they should, because she was injured. Uh, uh, while right after this happened, kind of continuing on a play, because we had the ball going down the court, did our layup, got fouled. So we're going to the line at this point. Okay, so we're lined up. I'm
Okay.
looking, making sure all my players are in the right spots where they're supposed to be. Again, this is 10U. And then the game, do our free throws, the game starts back up, and this girl runs on the court from the other team. And the ref is kind of like, wait, 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 you can't just run on the court. I see him look, and he was going to blow his whistle for a second. And remember, this has all happened within a minute or less, from the girl who got hurt to our free throws to this next thing that happened. She runs on the court. Okay. And I'm like, oh, she didn't, I don't, it's like, where was she before? I'm just thinking in my head, and I'm like, okay, whatever. I just, go back to coaching.
Right.
Game ends. Parent comes up to me, woman, says, "Hey, you got a really good team, and you guys you're really good." And he goes, "But, I'm a coach too, and this is something another coach told me about good sportsmanship. When the other team only has 4 players on the court, you should take one of yours off." That's what I did too. I'm like, "What? Like, what?"
Okay.
Like, when did you have 4 on the court? Because at the moment, in the moment, it was during this free throw moment. A lot of times that's confusing too, especially if the
Right.
girl got hurt, one girl didn't come in. And I'm like, one, it's not my responsibility
Right.
to count.
And I'm assuming you have 5 out there, and the
Well,
officials
and they
gonna
had
make
7 players, so it's like maybe she chose, maybe that's the coach's issue.
right.
That's the ref's issue. If he should tell
Right.
the parent. And, I'm thinking about this, and, at the beginning of a game, if you have 4 players and the other, and
Yeah, I can see
you
it,
talk to the refs
especially
and
at
say, hey,
10U,
you know what, we
especially at
only
10U.
have 4. Can you ask the coach if you can play with 4? No
Right.
problem at all.
Yep.
But during a game, it's not my responsibility to count how many players you have in the court and then go over and talk to
Right.
you and say, hey, you only have 4 players. Now, if I would have caught it, I'm like, is that
I wouldn't pull one out. I would say you need to put another player out there.
Yeah, no, yeah, you got 2 on the bench. One's hurt,
Right.
so you got 1 extra. I would have said something to the, hey, the ref, they only have 4, right? So again, I know we're talking about coaching etiquette, but one, it's not my responsibility to count the number of players necessarily, and this is maybe parent to coach etiquette. It's like,
Right.
it's like,
No,
no,
and I
yeah,
think the big thing with coaching etiquette too is just do the right thing.
yeah,
Just do the right thing. Like I would play 4-on-4 at 10U too. I probably do it at
yeah,
12U or 14U because it's no fun to like
no,
part of it's about developmental. Um,
yeah,
but just do the right thing. Do the right thing with talking to the officials, do the right thing with talking to the
that's
other
right.
coach, do the right thing with the other team. And is it always easy?
Nope.
No.
Mm-mm.
It's not easy
Not,
being a parent either. It's not easy,
no,
teaching every day. I
yeah,
mean, things aren't easy. That's a given. Um, but that's kind of when I've helped kind of metric coach. Just try to do the right thing.
Well, and mirror what you want your kids to, or emulate what you want your kids to mirror, right?
Right.
And if you're wondering why they're acting a certain way, check yourself first, right? Are they not being good sports people? Are they not high-fiving like you want them? Are they not, being respectful to one another, to you? Well, maybe it's the language you're using and the language you allow them to use to one another.
Right.
And again, remember, like Coach said, it's a classroom, so that the younger levels, you're teaching them how to be good teammates. And sometimes it's, hey, do you think what you just said is the right way to say it?
Right.
Right? And you have to say those things. So,
You do. You do.
yeah.
All right. Anything else, Coach?
Yeah, coaches, again, go check out coachingyouthhoops.com for your entire practice needs. Everything you will need for a successful season this year, from practice plans to offenses, defenses, tips, and everything in between. Coachingyouthhoops.com.
All right. Till next week, Coach.
Till next week.
Hey, Coach, so glad you enjoyed the video. Subscribe and like before you leave. And also go over and check out teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. It's got everything and a roadmap for you to become a better basketball coach. So go over and check it out. And let's head back to the next video, wherever that would be.